Hi, in this video we are going to go step by step on how to create a new rating and how to select the appropriate options to set up the rating correctly. Before you enter rating in NABERS Rate, you must first create a new rating via the NABERS members website. Log into the NABERS members website with your login and password and agree to the terms and conditions. Then go to Ratings, New Rating Application. In this case, we're going to create a base building rating for an office in New South Wales. We select the state, the premises type, and the rating scope. We click Show New Rating Options, and in this screen, we are going to complete all the options that apply for our new rating. We're going to check the CBD option if we want the rating to be shared with CBD for a Building Energy Efficiency Certificate or BEC, if it is a base or whole building rating. If it is a tenancy rating, please select City Switch Benchmark Rating if applicable. If the rating is for a building under construction which has entered into a commitment agreement, please check this box. If none of the options above apply for your rating, then it's a NABERS voluntary rating. If you're not sure which options apply for your rating at this point, you may change them later. If you're performing multiple ratings, base building alongside with tenancy ratings, within the same lodgement, you will need to select the co-assess option at this point. Note that you cannot modify a rating to be part of a co-assess once it has been created. Finally, choose the rating types applicable and whether the rating will be assessed for carbon neutrality. Our rating will be a voluntary rating of energy and water for our office building. We now click in Create New Rating Application. Click Yes to this message if you're sure you do not want to share your rating information with CBD. Rating has been created and it has been assigned a unique number. Choose Replace if you would like to replace the current certified rating for your premises with this new rating, or choose Renew if you would like the new rating to have validity once the current rating expires. When choosing either of these options, you will need to know the rating number of the current rating for the premises. In this case, we're going to choose No, and we will search our database for an existing premises. We can search for the premises by its name or address. You may enter just the street name and search. If your premises appears on our database, you can select it and click Open Selected Profile. Please note that although we have selected a different state when creating the rating, you can change this when selecting the premises you're going to rate. We now realize that we have selected the wrong state and that our building was in the Northern Territory. We confirm the address, and now we will need to add a customer and a customer contact for our rating. We can search for the customer by keyword, or if you know the ABN, you may enter it. If the customer already exists in our database, you can select it and click Open Selected Profile. If details are correct, we will need to add a customer contact person. For this, we click in Edit Customer Details and then Add Contact Person. This person will be responsible for authorizing the rating before lodging to NABERS. Again, we can search the contact person by different options like name, email, or ABA. We select the contact. We may add more customers which will be able to view the rating, but only one will be assigned as the main contact and only one to authorize the rating. Please select the roles for each customer. Also, you need to select the role of the customer company through the drop-down menu. In this case, it's a building owner. Now we have set our new rating and we can download it to NABERS Rate. Assessment records are created by the assessor and made available for download through NABERS members website. To expedite offline access to new assessments, NABERS Rate can connect directly to NABERS members website and download new assessments whilst being connected to the internet. If you do not have NABERS Rate installed in your computer, you can download it through the members website in the section My Work list, and then scroll down to your right and click NABERS Rate Download. Once you have NABERS Rate installed in your computer, we will open it and log in. If you're logging into NABERS Rate for the first time, you will need to select Remote as a login type. If it is not, just leave the local option. We will now proceed to download our newly created rating. For this, we click in Ratings Available for Download, and enter the unique rating number our rating has been assigned. We can now open our new rating by clicking on it. Proceed to input all the data related to your rating in NABERS Rate. You may also edit the rating type at the top right of your screen. Although we have previously selected an energy and water rating type, we might realize later that we only are going to perform an energy rating. We click Save, and the water tab becomes unavailable. NABERS Rate works offline, so you can work on ratings without being connected to the internet. Working in offline mode means that your data is only stored in your local machine. It is critical to upload your rating to the NABERS members website, or it will only exist on the computer you are working from. Note how I have selected electricity and gas consumption, and now the tabs for data entry become available. The calculator engine for NABERS Rate is based on our server and not the application itself. Therefore, the user needs to be online to calculate the errors and final rating result. We strongly recommend that you upload your rating data as frequently as possible to back it up on the website. Now, we'll need to upload the rating with all the inputs back to members website. This will only be possible once all the sections have the status validation as complete. If you have an incomplete status validation, please check for any data missing. We go back to the assessment list. We select the rating we want to upload, and then we click Upload to NABERS members website. After the rating has been uploaded back to members website through NABERS Rate, we will need to send the rating for customer's authorization before we can lodge it for a NABERS tech officer to perform an L1 audit. We will log in into NABERS members website and then we go to Assessments in Progress under the Rating section. We open the rating we have created. In the Status and Action section, we'll be able to submit to customer once all the data has been correctly input into NABERS rate and uploaded back into my NABERS website. If it is a supervised rating, you will need to submit it to your supervisor before submitting to your customer. Please note that for the customer to be able to authorize the rating, they will need to accept the invitation to be the person associated with the rating application. For this, an email will be sent to the customer as soon as you select them as the customer contact. When the rating results have been submitted to the customer, he or she will authorize the rating via the NABERS members website using their customer account and by selecting the appropriate rating in the Assessments in Progress list. To resend the email for the customers to accept being the customer contact, then you can go to Customer, Edit Customer Details, More Actions, Resend Email.